Hello and welcome to another video from me, Box of Demons, and yes, another Hell Let Loose update. News from the front. Well, today, if you haven't been on the Discord or on Steam, there's been a new developer blog update with some information on what's going to be coming in the next beta, the date of the beta, and some good and some moments that we shall go through shortly. Welcome to Hell Let Loose.
Hat der Gegner Zossen genommen und stößt auf Stahnsdorf vor. Der Feind operiert jetzt am nördlichen Stadtrand zwischen Frohnau und Pankow. Karlshorst gelangt.
Mit dem Angriff Steiners wird das alles in Ordnung kommen.
Mein Führer.
Steiner konnte nicht genügend Kräfte für einen Angriff massieren. Der Angriff Steiner ist nicht erfolgt.
Es bleiben im Raum Keitel, Jodl, Krebs und Burgdorf.
So here we are, the developer briefing number 22, the final beta. The final beta. So if you haven't got in and you've been given access to it, now is the time for you to get in. So let's jump in and have a look. We won't go into every single thing, but we'll just roughly skip over and we'll have a look at some interesting things. Yes, it has been announced that the last beta will be May the 24th to May the 27th. And no, it's not just going to be for... you let the cat out of the bag! Ooh! You can all go now. That's it. That's all you wanted to know, isn't it, basically? Well, we've done it now. Yes, it will be FOY. It will be snowy, and we may be getting vaulting. But let's jump in and have a look. As you can see, where are we? The first map in Hell Let Loose to feature snow, FOY will give players a whole new strategic frontline to battle over. With its unique weather, environment, and combination of wooded and urban areas, those fighting on this map need to be ready with a wide range of battlefield scenarios that greatly differ from Hertzcombe Forest and Saint Marie de Mont. So if you want to get your band of brothers on, look at that. And it even looks like the church here is on fire. And with everything in Hell Let Loose, the quality of the assets, the map, the details is really, really what makes this map stand out. As you can see, there is going to be snow on this. Whether we get the snow uniforms, because we know they will be coming at some point, we're not sure as yet. But as you can see here, we've got snow down here, we've got snow on the vehicles, and it looks very, very foggy. Now that'll be for two reasons, I think. One will be to add some ambience and atmosphere, but also it will help with the quality of the assets. And I hope to God we get some snow, because I don't know if I originally thought this was some crap on my monitor, but it's not. These are birds, they could be embers, but wouldn't it be nice if we got a slight sprinkling, ever so much a dusting of snow? That would be fantastico. And we've got some more here. Again, as it says up there, I think it was a perfect place for an ambush. Yes, you can get some mines down here, and you can imagine the Shermans and the Panthers rolling through here. Get some AT up in them windows, lads. It's going to be cracking. And also the infantry here, crouched. Another shot here. I mean, basically, as we all know, every shot in Hell Let Loose just looks like a wallpaper, just beautiful. And I'm looking at these little bits on screen. They really do look like very light snowflakes. And Hell Let Loose, the last thing we want is snowflakes. Let's move on quickly. I mean, look at that. Can you imagine being down here in this trench system here? You've got a brew on. The steam is rising up out of that trench, and the enemy are over there, cooking bratwurst and eating sausages. You'd be able to see the steam coming out of there. It would be amazing. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, this almost looks like fog that dissipates throughout the level. We shall find out when we actually get in there. You can see the barbed wire has been cut here. Barbed wire, incidentally, I think, when it's coiled, it should be double in height, or you should be able to put one above the other, because people just run and jump over it. So it's pointless spending the points and putting the assets down. But again, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, look at that. This is one of those games where it's just a pleasure to be able to get into the server on your own and just walk around and have a look. It's true, isn't it? It's just absolutely stunning. There we go. There's another one. Fantastic trench system down here, getting the infantry in. And we've got another one there with the sunlight shining down here. I mean, look at this. You can see where the tracked vehicles have been coming up and down here. Fantastic. But as you can see here, they will be introducing the first iteration of clothing. And as you can see here, it's a little bit hard to make out on this low-res GIF here. But some of the assets and some of the soldiers are going to be getting new clothing, new textures and things like that. And this is the first implementation of cloth. I don't know of any other game that really does the assets and graphics to this standard and adds that in. It's almost like Witcher 3 Hairworks. So again, this is like the first stage. And as we get down to this part here, let me just close this on. Again, this is the first stage that they've put in for vaulting. As you can see, I think that's very, very respectable. Obviously, in the beta, when you got into a trench system, you either had to get your mate to crouch down and you could jump on his back, one of you could get out, or sometimes the other one had to run all the way to the end of the field just to come back. It's frustrating, I know. Many other games, Squad, didn't have prone for a long time, and vaulting implemented well, but it did take a long time to get polished, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. Now, this is the second version. A couple of people did say on Discord that he carries on running as he hits the wall, but flipping heck, I really don't think that at this stage that's absolutely anything to even consider worrying about whatsoever. But anyway, vaulting will be going in. Now, one of the things they have mentioned is that they realised that a lot of the community were complaining about the audio, and I myself has mentioned this on a few videos, and they will be looking at reverb and sound effects and the audio behaviour in the game. So they are fully aware of this, and it is part of a wider ongoing sound effect project. So we don't need to keep going on about this. They know we're aware, and vice versa, which is fantastic. So here we go. Here are the further updates that will be implemented into the next test. There will be a map rotation, so that means we may possibly get the 3 maps for the testing, or it may just be FOY. They're going to be continuing the animation polish in third person and first person. There will be small functionality changes to increase smoothness of different actions, adjustments to supply counts, which there isn't too much data here on the meta. That'll come, I suppose, later in. And they're adding emissive to heavy weapon projectiles. I think that means as you fire it, there will be a slight guidance with either smoke or vapor trails going through the environment to see where the flight path is. There'll be adjustments to rules about garrisons and OPs. The tank scale adjustment to reflect their real-world size. Hallelujah! We've been mentioning this since the very first beta. A lot of people were saying, that Sherman's too small. Well, the devs have acknowledged it. We spoke loudly enough. There you go. It's going to be done, which is going to be fantastic. They've applied the correct German canisters, the ongoing UI changes, which I play with no HUD anyway, so this is no concern to me. A fast officer ping style mark system to allow unit leaders to quickly identify points of interest for their unit in battle. Useful, I guess. Shot from indicator to give infantry a vague indication of what direction they took damage from.
Nein, 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 nein!
Somebody better get me some Yorkshire tea. Now! 99999!
Nein, 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 nein!
Breathe. Ja. glasses. I must have read that wrong. I'm choking. Shot from indicator. I feel all sweaty. I need something to shoot. I can't keep this up. No! Please, for the love of God. No. I know Max was talking on Discord about they wanted to test this, but look, I don't speak for the community. I just speak for myself. And I'm a little fish in a big pond. But it's just my personal view that a hit indicator has no place in this title whatsoever. A lot of people feel like the game is heading in a new direction, a direction that wasn't really there at the beginning of the campaign, and I don't want to joke about it anymore. Look, they've got their reasons for it. If it comes to it and it stays, then I just won't be playing on public servers. It's simple as that. I will have to probably get my own server, and a lot of the community members who... But anyway, you know, I'm not slagging the devs off because it's their game and there's obviously a reason behind wanting to do this. I just feel it's going to become a Battlefield kind of... God, even the thought of putting a hit indicator in there. I know Max was mentioning that because of the audio, they wanted to make it more directional so that it was easier to hear or see where the shots were coming from. Fine. But what happens as an infantryman if I get myself in a nice, sneaky little hidey hole and I see 3 or 4 Germans, let's say, coming towards me, they go past me, I take a pot shot, I can then hide, crawl back and hide. The way this works is they're going to immediately know where I am because they'll see a hit indicator pointing, he's over there. How that's going to work for snipers and things like that, I don't know. Anyway, but this is not going to turn into a massive rant video for 20 minutes talking about bloody hit indicators. You know my feelings. I like the hardcore aspect to it. I want it as realistic as possible. No HUD, absolutely no HUD whatsoever. Even name tags, I want all that on the T key. So if I need to look where the rest of my squad's or the name of the squad next to me or the member next to me, I press the T key. That's how I like it. You may disagree. That's what we're here for. It's all part of testing. And if the majority want it, well... it is what it is. But anyway, there will be now shot from indicators. They're also going to be fixing multiple bug fixes, and we'll list these in the May patch beta notes. They've also said as well that all the data that they collected from the last beta test, including how many people took officer, how long people stayed in each role, each weapon fired, the most popular things. It turns out the Kar-98 was it, and the M1 Grand were the most popular weapons in the beta, understandably, by 1,000, I think it was 1,000% or something daft. But they will be publishing those details, so if you are interested in who plays what, why, when, and how long for, and all that malarkey, then now's your chance. If there is any more updates or any news on Hell Let Loose, will bring you it. A little bit of fun this video. I'm being a bit cheeky. I know I've been a bit cheeky, but you know, Hell Let Loose is my baby. And anything that keeps it away from the rest of the shit out there, the Joe Public, arcade kiddie cod wankers, then that's fine by me. Anyway, I'm Boxer Demons. Subscribe, thumbs up, and all that shite. And I shall see you in another video coming real soon, including a Q&A where you can ask me anything. And I mean anything except... no, I won't give you Kate Beckinsale's phone number. That woman's mine. Creepy fuck. See you in another video real soon. Bye-bye. Fucking hit indicators.